Austin Butler. Thanks for being with me today.
Thank you for coming today.
So, I mean, you play Elvis, who is probably the figure that has more impersonators in history, but you got the role. How did you do that?
How did I get the role? It was, well, first I sent Baz a tape of me singing that came out of some personal things for me, and so that got me in the room with him, and then we just spent 5 months exploring and kind of asking the questions of, is it possible? And we just tried so many things, and at the end of those 5 months, I had to do a screen test, and then did that, and then I got the role from then.
Did you see a lot of Elvis footage, concerts, movies, in order to prepare for the role?
Oh, in order to prepare?
Yeah.
I don't think there's something that I haven't seen, truly. I watched everything, and I read every book that was written on his life, and
What did you learn that you didn't know that surprised you?
So many things. I mean, from the fact that he was a twin, I mean, I didn't know that, and all the implications of that, the fact that he has this void for the rest of his life, and he's seen as a miracle in his mother's eyes, because Jesse was stillborn before him, and that, I mean, the fact that his mother passed away when he was 23, which is the same age I was when my mom died, and so there's so many things that hit me that I just couldn't believe that, because I didn't know much about him before, and I'd never had, until about a month before I heard that Baz was making the film, I never had a moment where somebody was like, you should play Elvis, or where I thought that was at all in something that resonated. So it all came about, and then suddenly it felt like the stars aligning, you know?
You are 30. I mean, actually you were born like in August 17th. Yeah. Elvis died in August 16th, so it was like exactly 14 years and 1 day you were born. I mean, why do you think first that Elvis, after 45 years now, is still such a huge icon?
I mean, it is amazing. I mean, he still holds the record as the artist that has the most singles in the top 40. That is amazing. He's been going for almost 45 years. I mean, so yeah, I think that for one, the moments where he shined the brightest were moments where he was true to himself. And there's something universal in that, of pushing through, whether that's being in high school and it being the 50s, nobody wearing sideburns, and he suddenly has sideburns and he puts eyeliner on and he's wearing a lace shirt and going to school. I mean, it's hard to compute how wild that was at that time, how singular and individual he was. So there's that, but there's also the fact that he made some of the greatest music that's ever been recorded, and it's timeless music. So and great films as well. Like I think King Creole is an amazing film.
Are you afraid that this role is gonna change your life?
Elvis said it. He said you got to take the bad with the good, or the good with the bad, And I think there's always the things that you can look at and think about. I'm a very private person. I don't like having somebody jump out of a bush and take a picture, all those things. But at the end of the day, I'm getting to do this and getting to meet you and getting to be here in Graceland and getting to work with artists that I've always wanted to work with. And I just feel really blessed and really, really grateful.
Enjoy it. Thank you very much. Thank you, Austin.
So nice to see you.